Reading and trying to teach people is exhausting, but I'm here and we're doing it today and we are queer. Also, I would like to add that pronouns are not just for LGBTQ plus folks. Pronouns are for everybody. So if you're strict and you're watching this video, I would like you to go to your Instagram and update your pronouns, okay? If I follow you on Instagram and your pronouns are not updated in your bio, you're homophobic. I said what I said. I said what I said, baby. I mean, I'm not forcing anyone, but yeah, clearly that's what it means. Hey everybody, hey Pweetie Gang, welcome. My name is Wura. If it's your first time joining us, you're welcome. Hello, my pronouns are she, her. And today we're going to be talking about something very interesting because a lot of people don't want me to sleep, okay? They've been asking me, Wura, why do you have she, her in your Instagram bio? Why are you always saying she, her in your videos? How do I know my pronouns, and we're gonna clear them today. I'm here to educate you. You're welcome for free. That's why you need to, subscribe, thumbs this video up, turn your notification bells on so you get notified whenever I drop a video, baby. I mean, take a look at me. Hello, I look, flawless, a bit extra, but extra is my middle name. You already know. I can't come here looking, average. I'm an Aries sun, a Virgo moon, a Virgo rising, and you know how it goes, okay? A bit of narcissism. How do they pronounce that word? Help me. But yeah, vanity is healthy. A little bit of vanity, because too much of everything is bad. But I mean, in this case, it will be forgiven. We're going to talk about the importance of pronouns. Is pronouns just for LGBT folks or for everybody? And we're going to, break these things down today. We're also going to be talking about, gender identity and sex, because they are two different things. People think gender and sex are one thing, but they are two separate things. So let's dive right in. So, what are pronouns? Pronouns are what you use to refer to someone in place of their names. For example, she, he, her, they, them, him, his, has, etc. Because, there are like a lot of lists there, but the popular ones are she, he, they. Pronouns are part of modern day culture. I mean, this has always existed a long time ago. Now people are, using it more. When you meet a person, I think pronouns are very important, like as your names. When you meet a person, you introduce yourself, you say your name, and you say your pronouns. That's one way to help boost pronouns, because, when you say the wrong pronouns, it hurt the person's feelings, and it just feels like they're not represented, they're not being inclusive, yada. However, people always misgender or use the wrong pronouns when you refer to people. Let me explain what gender is. Gender is how you feel internally and you express yourself on the outside, whereas sex is the biological factor of how people are born. For example, reproductive organs, genitalia, all those things. That's sex. But gender is very different from sex. For example, let me explain. We have different types of gender. We have, androgyny, we have gender fluid, we have, trans folks, etc. Just a lot of them. Pronouns show respect and inclusivity because everyone wants to feel included in this wicked world of today. When you meet a person, you cannot just assume their pronouns. You have to ask them. That's why I said it's very important when you meet someone, you introduce yourself and say your pronouns even before you tell them your hobbies or what you work with. Hi, my name is Wura. My pronouns are she, her, and I love to dance. Pronouns are as much important as your name. Biologically, I look like a cisgender woman. However, I'm not straight. I identify as a cisgender woman. According to society, I am female. I'm born a female. I have them titties, them vagina, and all those things. And I agree with it. So I call myself she, her. However, when you meet a person, even if they look like me, their pronouns might not be she. Their pronouns might be they, them. Their pronouns might be he, him. Their pronouns might be whatever they choose to be identified with. So when you meet a person, always ask for their pronouns. The reason why pronouns are also very important is because to make the trans folks feel included. Because trans people are very important, and you know, trans people have struggled a lot to be seen in society and to be heard, but it's very, you know, very difficult. So when you meet a person, instead of saying, oh well, this is a she, they might feel hurt. When you say the wrong pronoun to someone, you're going to hurt their feelings. They're not going to feel respected. They're probably going to feel depressed because, you know, gender dysphoria is real. They go back home, they feel like no one sees them. They feel like they're not heard. They feel like they're not seen. And this messes with your mental health, and this might lead people to suicide. That's why it's very important to ask them, what are your pronouns? And when you use the wrong pronouns to someone, immediately apologize and correct yourself. And don't be too dramatic about it, like don't over apologize, but apologize. Take accountabilities for your action. Another way to, you know, practice to use the right pronouns is practice it when you're alone, because pronouns can change. Even if you know me today, you know me as she, her, sexuality is fluid, gender is fluid. I can come tomorrow and tell you my pronouns are they, them, and I expect you to respect my pronouns because my pronouns represent who I am as an individual. You understand? You know, a way to avoid using the wrong pronouns for people is using they, them. You know, ethnically I'm Nigerian, and in Nigeria we have a lot of tribes, over 100 tribes, and in these 100 tribes, let me say the popular one, we have Yoruba, we have Igbo, we have Hausa. Now in Yoruba we don't really use like the she, the he. We usually use they, them. And a lot more languages in Africa. We have like in the Congo, you have Lingala, you have Igbo in Nigeria, and a lot more. Some Africans think that this pronoun thingy is the white culture, but no, it has always existed in our own culture. And the reason why it looks weird to modern culture is because of English language. We are being colonized by, you know, the colonial masters, and these things are affecting us. I get so upset when people say queerness is un-African, or, you know, this thing belongs to the white folks, because it has always existed in our culture. But these people came, you know, colonized us, wiped our history, and it's difficult to see all these things, but they do exist, and people should not act like it's just for one particular race. It's for every human being, period. Human race. A person can express their gender with how they dress, their appearance. For example, you have the androgyny people. Androgyny people are people that mix both masculinity and femininity. For example, you have a girl or an individual who likes to dress feminine today and masculine tomorrow, or mix them together. Like, you know, maybe I can wear like the masculine representing outfit and I have my makeup done, which I think makeup has no gender, clothes have no gender. People should just be people. People should just exist. People should just occupy spaces. Now, how do you know your pronouns? People always ask me like, I see she, her everywhere. How do I identify myself? Now, you're born, for example, I'm born female, right? I'm woman, I'm a cisgender woman, I am not straight, but I do identify with my sex, if that makes sense, right? I do identify with my sex, and I feel comfortable with the pronouns she, her. So now, you as an individual need to take a step back, you know, take a step back, breathe, and ask yourself, how would I like to be identified? It's on you, not on me. Whatever you feel comfortable with, then you say. People that use they, them, you know, you have so many non-binary folks and even people who don't fit in the category of he, him, or she, her. They don't feel connected to those, you know, genders or sex, so they are in between and they hang on they, them. Now, if you don't know a person's pronouns, instead of using the wrong pronouns to avoid, you know, causing conflict and making someone uncomfortable or unseen, use the pronoun they, them. Now I bring Rosie to my channel, which is my partner, as often as possible. And you know, when Rosie introduces herself, she uses the pronoun they, them, she, her. I use she for her. Sometimes I say they, them. So I swing between she, her, they, them. Now Rosie uses she, her because of course she identifies with her sex, right? Or her identity, and they, them because she feels like, yeah, why not? Before, Rosie used to use she, her, they, them, he, him pronoun because she feels like she can identify as everything and she doesn't have a problem with it. And along the line, she was like, no, I think I want to be called they, them, she, her. And of course, it's gonna make her happy. You respect people's pronouns just the same way you want someone to respect you to say your name correctly, because there are some people who have like long names and they get really upset when people mispronounce their name. It's the same way you get upset when someone uses the wrong pronouns. Respect trans people, ask for people's pronouns, use they, them pronouns if you don't know the person's pronouns. When you use the wrong pronouns, quickly apologize and correct yourself. Do not over apologize. Apologize, correct yourself, move on. And also, when a person's pronouns changes, make sure you practice it, you know, alone in order to avoid making mistakes. I think all these points are really important and valid, and it's gonna take us a long way. Ignoring people's pronouns is a way of segregating the trans people, the gender fluid people, and the non-binaries, etc. I think every individual is deserving of respect. The same way you want to respect your spouse or your partner or your parents, is the same way any other individual is deserving of respect. And don't forget, pronouns can change. Pronouns can change, just like sexuality. I used to identify as, you know, bisexual in my teenage age, and then I came out as pansexual, and today I do identify as lesbian. I can come tomorrow and tell you like, girl, I think I might be straight, but I think not. All right, I think I'm never straight. I was born crooked, queer. I'm hot. Women are hot. AF. I can't be with men. I don't see myself being with men. It's a journey. People discover themselves, just like growth is constant. All these things are a part of growing, because you grow, you evolve, you see yourself, and you find your true identity. Identity is also a journey, because there are a lot of us here that don't really know who we are, and that's absolutely okay. Take your time, sweeties. Take your time, make research, read, and don't be ignorant. Ignorance is very unattractive, okay? I was gonna add, when you meet people, don't say, what are your preferred pronouns? That's actually really wrong and hurtful, all right? Say, what are your pronouns? When you say preferred pronouns, it means like, your pronouns are invalid. You're not included. It's just like, oh yeah, it's actually wrong. You know, it sounds like that. So instead of saying what are your preferred pronouns, I would ask you, what are your pronouns? Because there's no such thing as preferred pronouns. When you say preferred, it means like it's non-existent. Does that make any sense? Also, it's important to use gender neutral terms. If you all notice, I do not say guys on this channel. I do not say guys because I feel like guys is a bit controversial, even if people say it's part of, you know, the gender neutral term. I just feel like it's still offensive. People still find it offensive. You know, you have the trans folks and you have other people, the non-binaries, who feel uncomfortable with that. So maybe instead of saying guys, you can say folks. I always use y'all, you all every time. You can use fam, you can use peas. Instead of saying policeman, you know, you say police person. Instead of saying chairman, a chairperson, a salesman, a salesperson. So many things. I just feel like people are just lazy to make research and learn these things. You know, we evolve, growth is constant, like I said. You need to unlearn certain behaviors and learn, because there's beauty in evolving. You know what I mean? I find learning very attractive. I'm just like, this person is not leaving themselves in their comfort zone. They want to push themselves to become better. So I don't know. I hope I've been able to answer questions. I might not be able to answer detailed, but you know, if you have questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you have questions, drop it there. Yeah, it was nice chatting with y'all. I think I'm too serious. I'm too pretty to be serious, so tell me your pronouns down below. Are you a she, her? Are you a they, them? Are you a he, him? Or are you just you? Not everyone wants to be called they, them either. Some people can tell you, refer to me as Wura. Do not call me she, do not call me him, do not call me they, them, do not call me sis, queen. Just call me Wura. And you know what? If that makes them happy, respect it. Respecting people's pronouns is not, you know, debunking or removing money from your account. It's not making you uncomfortable. It's not killing nobody. It's just like sexuality. I don't know why people are homophobic, because I don't see why someone's love affects your well-being. Two people are in love. This love does not kill anybody, hurt anybody, or offend anybody because of stereotypical and weird religious beliefs. You know, the world is just messed up, and I love that we're growing. I mean, the growth is really slow, the evolvement is really slow, but we're getting there. About 5 years ago, I couldn't just come out and, you know, be openly queer, but here I am now today, queer as the gay as OG lesbian, and I'm happy about that, honey. Like, yes. I mean, how do we look? How do we look? Cute or whatever, right? This one is still in the bag. But look, twins. So beautiful people, Pweetie Gangers, thank you for hanging with me today. Do not forget to share this video. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment. Subscribe. I beg you, subscribe. You're watching this video and you're not subscribed. What's up? Why? Why even? Why are you doing this? That's absolutely unfair, and you should subscribe and stay with us. We're on the road to 1K. We want to get to 1K before the end of 2021, and I need you all to help me achieve this goal. All right? Thank you, and I love you so much. Feel free to, you know, ask me questions on Instagram. If you're too, you know, shy to ask me a question here, this is why you should follow me on Instagram, so you can go in my inbox and ask me questions. I do not kiss and tell. If you bring a question to my inbox, I would keep it private if you want me to. I respect people, and yeah, I love people in general, and I always want to help. I feel like my sole responsibility in life is to give service, and this is why I feel I'm here today. I love you all so much. Catch you in the next one, babes. Peace and love.